Hi, everybody. My name is Kristin Ciliberto, and welcome to today's interview. I am speaking with the one and only Bill Oliver, who has a new movie called Our Son, premiering in the Narrative Spotlight category at the Tribeca Film Festival. And this is a film that follows a gay couple in the process of divorce as they fight over custody of their 8-year-old son. And let me tell you, this movie stars two incredibly talented actors, and that is Luke Evans and Billy Porter. I got to see the film, and it was a very moving movie and something most audiences don't see. So I'm going to kick it right over to our interview with Bill. Please enjoy. Thank you, Bill, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to speak with me. It's a huge honor to be speaking with you today about this huge, incredible, important film.
Thank you.
And congratulations on it. Everybody, I could tell, worked really hard on it. It was a very moving and emotional piece to watch. And I just finished watching it last night. And I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So let's get started on the story. How did the story come about, and what made you want to tell the story from a perspective from a gay couple going through divorce?
Yeah, so after our first movie, my writing partner and I wanted to do something about our community, about queer people. We are gay, so we wanted to make a movie where those characters were, not just supporting characters, but front and center of the leads. And the idea of divorce was sort of the starting point. It was exciting because we hadn't seen that before. Gay divorce is a fairly recent thing because gay marriage wasn't legalized until 2015. Right. But it was kind of more the concept, but divorce brings to the fore all these things that we could relate to, like family and the importance of friendship and parenting. I'm a parent to two boys, and he's an uncle. So it gave us these things that we could latch onto and tell the story.
Did you bring in any personal experience, like when you were discussing the script? Like, did you meet with other gay couples or other LGBTQ couples to get their perspective on what they were dealing with?
Yeah, so neither my writing partner nor I is divorced, but we do know lots of people, gay and straight, who have been through divorce. We talk to them. We talk to divorce attorneys, to understand the sort of legal and procedural aspect of it, and also the emotional aspect of it. But we have, of course, been through breakups, and I've been through a breakup while trying to help raise two children. So I could understand it on that level. And then, the sort of fatherhood aspect of it, of course, I could relate to, and it was an opportunity, showing two fathers in the same relationship to explore kind of both sides of or all the sides, or multiple sides of parenting.
Right. Yeah. And one of my biggest questions is you got two incredibly talented gentlemen to participate in this film. How did they sign on to this project?
So I mean, Billy was the first, and we sent him the script, and I met with him by Zoom. This was, years ago. During the pandemic, we were developing it and raising the money, and we just had a really great meeting, and we're sussing each other out. Of course, I knew his work, and I thought he would be great for the part, and he said yes. And then after that, Luke came aboard kind of in the same way, just responded to the script, really wanted to do it, met with me. It was a go.
Yeah, and I enjoy both actors tremendously, especially Luke Evans. He's like one of my favorites. So once I heard that you were bringing him on for this project, I was like, sign me up, I'm watching it. And it's great to see both of them shine in great roles. What was the most difficult scene to film? Because I know it's a very emotional film. I know they had to get deep with themselves. So what was the most difficult scene you think they had to work with?
Yeah, possibly there's one sort of big argument scene that we're building towards, and that's always tricky because the actors are responding to each other, and they might come into the scene with an idea of how it's going to play or how they want to play it, but then especially in something so heated, it just takes off. And that was very exciting. It took a few minutes to figure out kind of what the level was, and then doing it, of course, over and over was hard for them.
Oh, definitely. I could just see that. And I know which argument scene you're talking about.
Yeah,
And I was going
yeah.
to bring up that.
All of the emotional scenes were hard and draining, and we tried to schedule them so that they were kind of the big scene for the day, so that and then
Right.
the other scenes they had to film were not quite as demanding. And we also used 2 cameras a lot in those scenes so that we didn't have to repeat, they didn't have to repeat their performances over and over again too many times.
And you also got to film, it looks like this movie in New York. So it fits in right in with Tribeca. So
Yes.
yeah. So talk about filming in New York.
Well, we actually filmed mostly in New Jersey, but close to New York, Jersey City, Newark, the suburbs.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a Jersey girl. So
Are you
very
Jersey?
much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, but it's meant to have a New York feel,
Yeah,
kind of
of
one
course.
vibe. So whether you notice it's New Jersey or not, it's fine. But we did film in Coney Island, of course, the New York
Yeah,
City
I
subway,
saw.
some like B-roll stuff. So it's great. I live in New York. I've lived here for 20 years. I made my first feature here, and I just love New York. It's so beautiful, and it's great to film in New York. It has some challenges, of course, crowds and noise, but filming in New Jersey was nice because it's a little bit quieter over there, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of
So
nice. You get some good productions every once in a while that are secretly filming. So,
yeah,
and then my final question is going back to Billy and Luke. I noticed their voices appearing at the end, and I was like, that sounds really familiar. They wrote a song for the film, it sounds
yes,
like. And I was
yes.
like, oh my gosh, this is a beautiful, beautiful song. What made them want to write music for the film?
Right. So Billy wrote it, and he surprised me with it. Really, we were meeting on
Oh,
Zoom before we started filming, just talking about the script and getting to know each other. And he said, I want to play something for you. And he pulled out his phone and played a demo of the song that he'd recorded. And I was just so, I was kind of speechless for a few minutes, and it was so moved by it. And it was great. It was perfect. And then it
oh
evolved
yeah.
so I was like, yes, of course, we're going to put that song in the film. And then it evolved into a duet that Luke sings with Billy in the film, because Luke is a
Yeah,
beautiful
is
singer.
talent. They're both equally talented.
Yeah,
They
they
both
both
sound,
come from musical theater and recording
yeah,
artists. Yeah.
and they both sound blended beautifully well together. So
Yeah.
it must have been touching for you to, even as a filmmaker, to have like the artist deliver you a song that's going to fit right well with the film. So,
Oh yeah.
so again, one last time, thank you so much for taking the time. It was a huge honor, and
Welcome.
congratulations for making it for Tribeca. That's a huge
Thank
honor
you.
for any filmmaker. So
Yes, it is.
yes, so thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for
Thank
sharing the
you.
story. So that is my interview with the one and only Bill Oliver. I hope you all enjoyed this interview, and we will see you all next time. Subscribe to the channel with more fantastic videos. We'll see you all soon. Bye.